Comerica Park. Let's join the voices of Tigers baseball, Dan Dickerson and Bobby Scales.
Hello again, everyone. Getting ready for a 3-game series. Start of a 6-game homestand leading to the All-Star break. Tampa Bay Rays are in town. Bobby, what a weekend sweep in Cleveland for the Tigers. The pitching got back on track. It was good play by the Tigers. And now facing a Tampa team that was red hot when the Tigers saw them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Tampa was red hot when the Tigers were in just a couple weeks ago, not playing as well now, but that doesn't matter. The standard is the standard. Tigers got back to that standard over the weekend in Cleveland, and this is going to be a good series. Good pitching on both sides. Should be a good matchup.
Tigers will see the same 3 starters they saw in Tampa. Shane Baz is on the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays. Tigers had some success against him. Keider Montero gets the start for the Tigers. Stay with us. We'll hear from manager A.J. Hinch about the series and about the incredible finish in Cleveland yesterday. Right after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Baseball season is in full swing, and you can find all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from checking out stats to placing bets in just a few taps. And as an official sports betting partner of your Detroit Tigers, you'll always find special team promos in the app. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
At McLaren, we know that when you need emergency care, the waiting room is the last place you want to be. Which is why we offer online check-in for non-life-threatening conditions, so you can check into your local McLaren ER right from your home. Just visit mclaren.org/ER and select a time that fits your schedule. The next time you need expert ER care, check in online, so the waiting room can be your living room. That's mclaren.org/ER.
At Meijer, we're working hard to make summertime shopping a good deal better with great deals like $1.99 a pound bulk large sweet cherries, $2.99 a pound fresh from Meijer boneless skinless chicken thigh family packs.
Tork gets hit to start the ninth against Clase. He'd given up 4 runs in 28 2/3 against the Tigers in his career. So now he's on first. Perez up. He flies out deep to left center. Then McKinstry comes in to pinch run.
Yeah, so that one was a weird one because you would put the pinch runner in right away, and I didn't because I didn't want to concede that McKinstry wasn't going to be needed to hit against Clase. Even though, lefties aren't great against him, but generally speaking, Z-Mac can handle anybody. So I waited for a hitter to see what Wenzel was going to do and where Tork would end up. If Tork ended up going first to third, maybe I do or don't pinch run. If he ends up at first and second, I probably do pinch run as the lead runner. He flies out deep, and now all of a sudden we notice, hey, listen, Clase's not paying a ton of attention at first base. Maybe we can disrupt his timing. Maybe we can steal a base. Z-Mac can score from first better than Tork can with 1 out. Joey's going to send him. So we know that we needed a base runner there, and so I conceded the pinch hit for the pinch run, and then it was off to the races when Z-Mac saw that Clase lifted his leg.
So then Kate Smith is on the mound in a 1-1 game in the 10th inning after another good inning from Lee in the bottom of the 9th inning. AJ, this team had 5 hits in 14 innings, 25 punch-outs in those 14 innings in Kate Smith's career. It just looked like really good approaches and the execution of the at-bat. 2 home runs, had given up 1 in his career, and aggressive early.
It was, and I don't want to speak for Stephen Vogt. I mean, he's tremendous and has been a thorn in our side as the other.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where like, wow, this is really something.
Just 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it's weird to play him 2 weeks later and still get the same rotation that we had there. Now, we have the luxury of, we're going to throw Keider Montero today. We're going to have Reese Olson in this rotation with Flaherty in the middle. They're going to see some different starting pitchers. We're going to see the exact same three that we saw a couple weeks ago. And they've added a couple players here and there, and they're a little bit of a different team. They're faster, believe it or not, than they were in Tampa with Chandler Simpson coming back. And they're a talented team who put a lot of pressure on you to play clean baseball. And they outplayed us in Tampa. We didn't play poorly. They just played better. It probably won't be as offensive of a series here in this ballpark as it was down in Tampa. But good, talented team that will have our hands full. We need to play well.
All right, AJ, thank you.
You got it.
Tigers manager AJ Hinch. Stay with us. We got more to this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Take me out to the ball game. Hey Tigers fans, the Michigan Lottery has something new to sing about. Introducing the Detroit Tigers games. A Tigers instant ticket, pull tab, and 2 online games.
Buy me some Tigers games, wish me luck. Maybe I'll win $500,000.
Enjoy your favorite pastime and a chance to strike it rich.
So let's root for the Tigers.
With 1, 2, 3 new ways to play. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like a brisket wrap and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
rising.
Skills here, knock it out of the park. First up, redesigned Explorer. Perfect for the whole team. And the Escape, packed with tech. Wait, where's Rookie?
Here, I just test drove a Bronco.
No kidding. What was the best part?
Everything. And these deals are a grand slam.
I told you. Stay in the game and head to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealers to score big today.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Now, back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth at Comerica Park. From the field, brought to you by Meyer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Good afternoon, Tiger fans. This is Bobby Scales with the From the Field report ahead of Game 1 here back at home in Comerica Park against the Tampa Bay Rays. Here with utility man Super U, added another glove to the mix yesterday, Zach McKinstry. Zach, thanks for being on with us today.
Thanks for having me, Bobby.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we'll get to that part of the show in a second, but great season, great first half. We know it's not done yet. Long way to go. You're going to continue to play the way you've been playing, but the adjustments, the line drives, the production, not just average extra base hits, 812 OPS. It has been absolutely fantastic. 11 out of 14 stolen bases as well. Big one yesterday. Your importance to this club was illustrated yesterday. Skip tells you to go in there, pinch run. You had one thing in your mind. Walk us through the execution of getting that bag.
Yeah, we know he has a big lean, has a bigger leg kick, and, yeah, he gives you some times to run. Sometimes he'll shut it down with the slide step. He went to the slide step the first pitch, and, of course, that second pitch, he went high on the leg kick, so I just had the green light and took it, and they called me out. I thought I was for sure safe, so I just stood there kind of relaxing, and Schneeman came over and said, "Hey, I think I got you safe there," and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm safe too." And, of course, the video showed that I was pretty safe by a good amount. And so, yeah, it was. I kind of laughed at the umpire and was like, "Come on, man!" But he got the crowd to go crazy, and the video proved them wrong. So, yeah, it was a pretty cool opportunity to get a big base there for the team, and then ground ball to shortstop, get the third. Yep. And then the next.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
Shane Baz will get the start for the Rays tonight. Keys to the game real quickly, brought to you by Bell's Founders and Long Drink, proudly distributed by Rave Associates. We'll talk more about this, but Bobby, real quick for Keider Montero, well, we'll hold that thought because Yandy Díaz is digging in, and we're about to get started. Game 1 of a 3-game series. Rays took 2 out of 3 from the Tigers in Tampa a couple of weeks ago, and they couldn't get this guy out. First pitch of the game is a sinker in off the plate, a ball, and we are underway here at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. So glad to have you along for the first of this 3-game series. First pitch brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Knuckle curve drops in for a called strike, and it feels like that could be a big pitch. It's an improved pitch for Keider Montero feels like it might be big against this Rays lineup tonight. The 1-1, swinging a pop-up, fouling out a play, 1-2 on Diaz.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Dan, and that's just part of Keider's arsenal. You got four-seam fastball, doing it in one of the corners, and for Zach being a right-handed player in the right field corner, he would take that technique and throw it to second base, but I don't know that I've ever seen it done going to third from where he was.
I don't think I had. Breaking ball up, 2-1 on Riley Greene. So again, he comes in. As he's turning, he fields. So now he's halfway turned, and now he completes the 360. And as he completes the turn, he unloads a seed to third on the fly. 2-1. Greene swings and pops it up. Playable first base side. Aranda in front of that first base coach's box. Makes the catch for the second out. Riley Greene pops out. 2 up. 2 down. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. That was just a fantastic throw. I always wonder how infielders, outfielders, when they're doing the 360 spin, I know that they know where but how do you pick up the target when your head's just whipping around like that?
Well, it looks like you're a little bit out of control, but you're really not, and then you do get a glimpse at the target. But understanding the geometry of the field and where you are on the field is key to it, too.
A lot of calculations going on in those brains. All right, I'm spinning this fast. I've got to throw it this side. I've got to make sure that I got to play the angle. Torkelson takes a pitch away, ball 1. 2-1 Tigers are in the bottom of the third inning. Báez works right side of the rubber from the stretch at all times, and just as he started his motion, I don't think I've seen that before.
Is that a pitch clock violation?
Pitch clock violation, but he was in his motion when the home plate umpire, Stu Sherwater, came out from behind home.
Wow.
I don't think that was a pitch clock violation.
That was awful close.
He'd started his motion. We just got a great look on our FanDuel Sports Monitor. 2-0. Torkelson swings, pops it into shallow center. Simpson will dive. He will not get it. Trickles behind him. Torkelson's heading to second base. Throw, not in time. Hustle, double for Spencer Torkelson. Love it. That ball didn't get far behind Simpson, but teams are running on him, and Tork never broke stride.
Yeah, Chandler Simpson doesn't have a great arm. He's a converted infielder that plays second base throughout his college and early pro career. Book on him is if you hit it to him, just keep running, make him throw you out. Made a tremendous effort, almost came up with that ball, hits off the end of his glove, gets up, recovers. Tork was thinking 2 out of the box, and he gets to second base with 2 outs here in the third.
Not many center fielders even touched that ball. No. I didn't think I thought he was diving. I'm like, why are you diving? You're not going to come. Oh, yeah, he did. Slider strike to Dillon Dingler. Dingler jumped on a fastball from Shane Báez. First pitch he saw, drilled it up the gap in left center field for a double, and then rode home on the 2-out home run off the bat of Javier Báez on an 0-2 hanging breaking ball. The 1-0, swinging a foul straight back. You were referencing your old hitting coach, George Hendrick.
Yep.
No S, George Hendrick. But, I mean, I do love the saying that he taught you guys so long ago.
We used to talk about it, come around, and guys would take a hanging breaking ball for a strike or not offer at it or not swing at it fully committed.
Dingler waiting on the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
And he used to say, hey, fellas, you get that hanging breaking ball, go ahead and put a swing on it. It's a home run. It's already over the fence. All you got to do is tap it.
Oh, that is the best visual. And that stuck with you forever, right?
And this is the God's honest truth. I was an A-ball. I got a hanging breaking ball that night and hit a homer way back.
Fastball away, 2-2.
And I felt like I didn't even swing. And it was like, hey, I get back to, he's in town. So a lot of times the hitting coordinator will come around and visit the affiliates, right? So he's in town. He gives us that speech. I hit the homer. He says, Scales it. I told you. Just tap it.
It's one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard. Swing and a miss, knuckle curve down. It's already over the fence. All you've got to do is tap it. Dingler strikes out. Torkelson with the bloop hustle double, stranded at second. We head to the fourth inning, 2-1. Tigers on top on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for...
provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
2-1. Tigers hold on to the lead. Junior Caminero will lead off 3-4-5 hitters against Keider Montero. Fourth inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family owned, celebrating 81 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Sinker for a strike to Caminero. We're seeing really nice use of the fastball in location. Knuckle curve hangs but popped up into shallow left center. Parker Meadows will come in, call off Riley Greene. Good communication. Riley Greene peels off. Caminero pops out softly to center field. But, Bobby, we are seeing changeups away to righties that start off the plate and snap back onto the outside edge. We're seeing sinkers the same, and then the four-seamer freezes.
I love what they're doing with him tonight. I really do. I love this. It's more fastball, more intent.
Line drive, base hit down the left field line, and coming in, Riley Greene to take the hit away. That looked like a sure hit, and Riley Greene got a great break, laid out, and took the hit away from Josh Lowe. What
Not
a play!
So fast, partner. Don't give him that knock. Riley Greene had something. He put on his cape and laid out for that ball. That's great positioning by the Tiger. Brain trust. George Lombard et al. Down there, and he put his foot in the ground and drove on that line drive. It was a risky play because if he gets past him, it's all kinds of extra bases, but he snagged it before it hit the turf.
Commit to your route and the belief that you got the jump. Oh, my goodness.
What a play, huh?
I mean, I said line drive base hit for a reason. That's a base hit 99% of the time.
It should be.
Oh, my goodness, what a play. Ground ball up the middle, out the bat of Mangum. Sweeney will field by second, flip over to first, and that is a 5-pitch inning for Keider Montero and the Tigers, thanks to Riley Greene. Put a star next to that one. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented.
South side of Chicago, where are you at? This was the first time I got traded, but I was so excited to wear these pinstripes and be a South side of Chicago boy. This jersey right here is an all-star jersey. You can see on the back the all-stars and the all-star patch there. Being an all-star and being who I was called over there to be was something I was real proud of.
Hey, baseball fans, Mike Valena here. If you're looking for a great trip to plan, go do something fun, how about Vegas? The D.com, the D Las Vegas. It's your home for Detroit sports.
Parker Meadows leads off for the Tigers. Shane Baz must be on the mound like, wait a minute, what? How did I get back out here so fast?
Just walked down the steps.
That was a very quick half inning for him, thanks to great defense by the Tigers and Riley Greene. The base hit that wasn't. With the one out in the top half of the fourth inning. First pitch to Meadows, misses up and away. Baz from the stretch at all times, 1-0, swinging a foul. Fastball outer third, that's with life. You're not going to do much with that pitch. Instant replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. If you thought the all-star balloting was over and your duties as a fan were over, line drive, base it into right center field. Parker Meadows around first. He will turn and hold. He thought about it. But he holds up. Line drive single for Meadows after striking out in his first at-bat. Sharp line drive single. You can still help out a Tiger. Tiger ball crew is what they're calling it. But fans are voting for ball crew representatives. So Frankie Boyd of the Tigers, who does incredible work every day. If you see somebody running a card out to, say, outfielders during a pitching change, running out the positioning cards, swinging a pop-up off the bat of Sweeney, third baseman Caminero will backpedal along the line, make the catch about 10 feet onto the grass beyond the dirt fair. Sweeney pops out. That's Frankie Boyd. And you can vote him to go to the All-Star game. So I think that is a must.
Let's go.
There's some highlights on there. You've got top plays by ball boys, bat boys. You got wild cards. Riley Greene is, I think, endorsing Frankie Boyd. I haven't had a chance to look at the video. Now another representative from the Central swinging a foul is the son of our good friend Jim Rosenhaus, Nate Rosenhaus from the Guardians. So if you can vote for two, vote for both. But, hey, vote for Frankie.
I mean, he's got the old English Dion. We like our friends in the Central, but, it's nothing personal. It's strictly business right now, okay? It's business. Go get our man Frankie in there.
Javier Báez swings and pops it foul out of play. Hanging breaking ball on an 0-2 first time up. He's behind 0-2. He's got Shane Baz right where he wants him right now. So go to MLB.com/fans and then another / All-Star Ballot Crew Ballot. And I understand, I think I typed in ABC ballot, all one word. And you'll get to the voting, but let's get Frankie to the All-Star game. I think that'd be awesome.
That's unbelievable. What an opportunity. That's fantastic.
All those guys down in the clubhouse for Dan Ross work really hard, but you watch Frankie. He logged some miles during a game. Meadows takes off, swing a little baby, pop up, and this will be a double play. Caballero, the second baseman, comes over, makes the play. Meadows is already at second base. He'd gotten a terrific jump. Javier Báez pops out into the rare 4 put out and then over to 3 on a pop-up. Meadows doubled off. We played 4. 2-1 Tigers after 4 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer. Hi, Tigers.
any time we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and that's to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history, so I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling. Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
Is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, NorthvilleLumber.com.
Two-one Tigers. José Caballero takes slider, just misses the mark. Tigers have been used to playing tight, well, the last 3 games at least, tight, low-scoring games. The Rays have been playing a bunch of tight, higher-scoring games. but they've been playing a bunch of one-run games. They've lost their last series after sweeping Kansas City. Their last 6 games have all been decided by 1 or 2 runs. 2-0 to Caballero, swings and pops it up. Shallow center field, and Parker Meadows waving his arms. Moves towards Zach McKinstry toward right center and makes the catch. So the big threats in this lineup with the big left-right split for Keider Montero, meaning lefties have hit him for high average, big power numbers. He has shut down righties much better than he did last year. Righties actually had the edge. Because of how he hit Tigers pitching Yandy Díaz, Aranda, Caminero with his 21 home runs, and Josh Lowe. I mean, the top 4 truly are the most dangerous. Line drive to right field off the bat of Chandler Simpson. This guy can fly. Better hurry. McKinstry gets the ball in quickly to Gleyber Torres, and Simpson will hold with a double. Chandler Simpson, not much in the way of extra base power. Lined that one sharply to the wall.
He sure did. Got that pitch and dropped the barrel on it. And like you said, he was floating around first base.
That's a track guy running between first and second. Man, that lean he had going around first. Woo-wee. Taylor Walls again, a very tough out for the Tigers in Tampa. Not a good hitter. Drew a walk his first time up. First pitch. Slider misses away.
Keider Montero's going to have to bear down right here. It's a 1-run ball game, and you better keep an eye on Simpson out at second base. But you better not devote too much attention to him. You got to make quality pitches as well.
He's stolen third base 5 times. Fastball misses in 6 attempts. 24 steals overall for Chandler Simpson. So really the lefties, Aranda, Lowe, Chandler Simpson, the righties, Diaz, those are the biggest threats in this lineup, along with Caminero. The 2-0, swinging a high pop-up to center field. This one's fairly deep. Meadows going to get behind it, make the catch. Simpson tags but holds. Meadows got that ball in the air quickly. Didn't really have an opportunity to go, but with his speed, I'm thinking he just might.
Well, the thing is, Dan, what it does is it makes you pay attention as a fielder. And it gives you a heightened sense of, I've got to catch this ball cleanly, execute whatever throw I need to make, or else any little bobble, any little misstep, this guy's going to take off and go. So it does put pressure on the defense every time he's on the bases.
5th inning today is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Danny Jansen's sharp line drive single first time up. First pitch, knuckle curve, misses away. Threw a couple good ones early. He's not been able to locate it, doesn't feel like, since the early innings. Montero's been better in a role as a kind of traditional starter this year. 6 starts, 5 games where he's had an opener for him. The 1-0, swinging a long foul fly down the left field line. That one disappeared, but it was well foul. 1-1 on Jansen. And AJ talks about it. I mean, it's like, strategically, for certain guys, it's best if they don't face the best hitters 3 times.
Right.
And that's why sometimes they will have an opener for Keider Montero, especially if there are a lot of lefties at the top of an opposing lineup. The 1-1. Shot to third. Grabbed by Báez on a skip. He fires over to Torkelson. That was a shot right at his feet. He gloved it 1 hop off the dirt and then fired over to first. Double does no harm. Simpson stranded at second. Tigers bat in the 5th, holding on to a 2-1 lead. First of 3 with the Rays. This is the home.
That's what it was.
The 0-2 again to Keith. Takes a slider. That's a really good take. Hard slider down under the hands. Gervais 2 scoreless innings in his major league debut against the Tigers. Working from the stretch, 1-2, fly ball, right field, towering fly ball, way back, gone! Have a night, Colt Keith. Number 7. Big add-on run, 4-1 Tigers in the 7th.
He said, I got something for this extension, Mr. Gervais. fastball up and in, 95 miles an hour. Colt Keith turned and dealt on it way back to right field. Big towering homer. I love to see this. They've been throwing him away. He stayed disciplined, stayed in the opposite field gap. And now they want to come in, and Colt Keith's got something for him.
Bobby, this isn't just a hot stretch for Colt Keith. This is 35 games of really solid, consistent production. Torres swings at a slider and pops it up to shallow right to Lowe. He'll come in and make the catch for the second out here in the seventh. Or for the first out here in the seventh inning. You talked about it. The great sign for Colt Keith was the 11 doubles of his 15 extra base hits in this 35-game stretch where he's hit 300 with power, because those doubles will turn into home runs. It's a sign that your approach is right, your swing path is right.
Stay right there. It's coming. Stay right there.
Zach McKinstry takes a cutter in. It's a team that likes to throw a lot of cutters. Both these teams get a lot of ground ball outs. They go about it in different ways. The Tigers throw a bunch of two-seam sinking fastballs. And top three most of the year in getting ground balls. And Tampa's right there with them. McKinstry takes a pitch low and away, 2-0. 4-1 Tigers in the seventh inning. Caminero's off the line, deep at third, Walls up the middle at shortstop. Caballero at second base shades toward the hole. McKinstry fly ball right field. This one's deep. This one's got a chance. This one's gone. Number 7 for Zach McKinstry. 2 home runs here in the seventh inning. Tigers have a 5-1 lead.
Zach McKinstry picks on another fastball in. And he absolutely demolishes that ball to right field, high and far. The second he touched it, he knew. Had a little look. Set the bat down and proceeded to trot around the bases. That ball was crushed.
I like how the Tigers are hitting home runs in their home ballpark lately, Bobby.
Yeah.
Riley Greene takes fastball off the plate and in. Their last couple of games before the road trip. 6 home runs. Their last 2 games at home. 4 in the game on Saturday and then 2 in the game on Sunday. 1-0 to Riley Greene is in the dirt. Power element, and again, it's, yes, Torkelson, Carpenter, Riley Greene in the heart of the order kind of leading the way, especially Greene and Torkelson, but you legitimately have power threats 1 through 9 many days in this Tigers lineup. McKinstry now with 7, Keith now with 7. He certainly has home run upside potential. Dingler's got 8, Báez has 10. We know Meadows has some home run power. Yep. And it's absolutely changed the look of this offense. The 3-0 to Riley Greene, swing and a tap foul. He was trying to turn and crush.
Yeah, he don't want
fastball in.
I want to play too.
he wants to get in on the fun here.
Mm-mm. All this home run hitting by left-handed guys. You're not going to leave me out of this picture.
Greene with 22 home runs. The 3-1 swing and a pop-up, fouling out of play. After the Sweeney home run yesterday, he did something that Tigers talk about a lot. I mean, AJ remembers saying last year, and my definition of zone control is a little bit different than some others. I'm kind of believing that if you take a pitch that's a little outside the strike zone, but you can do damage, go ahead and swing and a miss. And he referenced kind of Josh Naylor with the Guardians at that time.
Yep.
He would expand a little bit, but he knew he could do damage. And we saw him hit balls that were out of the strike zone maybe this much, a ball's width, and drive it hard somewhere. Well, Riley Greene took a Kate Smith fastball about a ball's width or more off the plate and put it in the left field seats yesterday.
Absolutely. And, with Naylor, too, with Josh Naylor, that ball down. You better get it all the way down, but he'd go down and get that ball and hit it hard, too.
Fastball strike to Spencer Torkelson.
There's usually zones that aren't necessarily in correlation with the strike zone,
right,
where you can be effective as a hitter. And that's what AJ's talking about. If you get one there, go ahead and let it fly.
Slider a strike to Torkelson. 1 for 3 for Tork tonight. Greene 1 for 4 after the strikeout, but his little bloop single in the 5th inning actually was a big hit in this game because the game was 2-1. He made it 3-1. 2 home runs here in the 7th had made it 5-1 Tigers. The 0-2 got him. Perfect slider away. Tork takes a called third. Keith and McKinstry with very similar towering fly ball home runs to right. Keith a little deeper into the seats. Both hit number 7 in the 7th. We head to the 8th inning. Tigers on top 5-1 after 7 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at
One True Pop. Fago is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Tigers will go to the 8th inning. 8th inning is brought to you by Hatfield Foods. Better care, better pork. Hardest working players brought to you by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball and all the hardworking people who make it possible. This goes to Keider Montero, second longest start of the year. He's had some long relief appearances, but none has gone as long as his start did today. 6 really nice, strong innings. For Keider Montero, gets our hardest working player, Brendan Hanafy. Takes over on the mound. Chandler Simpson, lefty at the plate. First pitch, fastball, strike, pitching change. Brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Quick 1-2-3 for Tyler Holton in the 7th inning. Hanafy delivers a sinker at the belt for a called strike 2. These are the batters we're watching for Brendan Hanafy.
Yes.
The lefties. We've talked about it a lot, but just kind of watching each at bat by a lefty, see how he attacks. The 0-2, swinging a foul out of play. Feels like we're going to see a little more of that. The 4-seam fastball against lefties. The numbers remain skewed. He's shutting down righties, but Tigers are trying to find the right pockets for him. Build that confidence. They still have tremendous confidence in Brendan Hanafy because the stuff is really good. The 0-2. Changeup misses away.
Yeah, and they should, because that sinker is unique, and he needs to be effective to left-handed hitters. And part of that effectiveness is, like you said, Dan, using that 4-seam fastball up and into left-handers.
1-2. Ran the sinker in, didn't get any swing back action. Simpson had to jump back out of the way. 2-2. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Simpson, Walls, Jansen. Kind of a good spot to bring him in. Simpson's a bat-to-ball skills guy. 2-2. Swing a line drive. Base hit into left center. Quickly over to field at Parker Meadows. Have to get the ball in quickly with Simpson running. Leadoff single. Simpson is 2 for 2. 2 for 3 tonight. We did not see him in that series in Tampa. Went down just before the Tiger series, came back right after the Tiger series. Got to keep an eye on Simpson at first. I don't picture him taking off down 4. He has been caught 5 times. Taylor Walls batting first pitch, swinging a high fly ball to center. It's fairly deep, but this is what you want Tyler Walls to do. Hit the ball in the air. Meadows goes back, makes the catch. Walls fly ball out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Hanafy does a pretty good job paying attention to the running game and slowing it, if not stopping it. Danny Jansen steps to the plate. 5-1 Tigers are in the 8th inning. This copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority. The Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. Jansen 1 for 2 against the starter Montero. Ground ball chopped foul down the third baseline. Great double play candidate if you can get him to hit it on the ground. It feels like Brendan Hanafy at any moment could get any hitter to pound that sinker into the dirt.
I mean, the horizontal break on that pitch, 17 inches, the width of the plate, it's amazing to see the ball move that much at that velocity, too, 94, 95 miles an hour.
Strike one, swing and a miss. Sinker away, so starts away from the right-handed batter, maybe over in that left-handed batter's box with that much run, and then back into the middle of the plate. Jansen spreads out, kind of midway in that right-handed batter's box, bends his knees and bends at the waist toward the plate. 0-2, swinging a pop-up. Ran the four-seam in at 98. I like it.
I do too. I like what they're doing here. You've seen the usage creep up over the last few outings, and this is why. He's going to need that pitch. He's got plenty on that pitch that if he locates it, it can be effective, and then you can just power that sinker when you need a ground ball.
Torres shades up the middle. Sweeney shades toward the hole at short. Báez near the line, the 0-2. Slider in the dirt. Righties have hit just 210, and it's a very weak 210. AJ really tries to find those pockets of righties, or at least two of three righties for Brendan Hanafy. Another righty coming up. The 1-2. Sinker stays away, trying for the back door, a little swing back, didn't get it. Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. 5-1 Tigers are in the 8th inning, 1-3 with the Rays. The 2-2, swinging a tap foul. That's the one where you want the ground ball, and it was just too good a pitch.
Right, that's exactly right.
Jansen
that's exactly right.
Just bounced it off his foot or his leg.
Oh, man.
Rays started the day 3 games behind the...
Perfect execution by Brendan Hanafy.
2 outs, it brings up Yandy Díaz. First pitch, swing and a pop-up, foul, out of play. First base side, well back. Couple of night games and a day game between these two rivals. Remember, a couple of years ago, Tigers were playing teams back-to-back weekends.
Yeah.
They were having series back-to-back way too close together. This is the rare series now on the schedule where the Tigers and Rays are playing any team, really, in the space of a couple of weeks. But, man, it was a thing a couple of years ago.
It was a thing. It was weird. Like, didn't we just see these guys?
Back-to-back weekends again and again. Diaz needed a new bat. Back in. Quick flip over to first to drive Simpson back. Diaz tore up Tigers pitching, as we said, in Tampa a couple of weeks ago. He got off to a quiet start, but he's in a 31-game stretch where he's hit just under 390 with power and great consistency. The 0-1. Missed inside. Pretty accurate strike zone for Stu Sherwater tonight. 2 outs and a man on first, and the Tigers leading by 4 in the 8th. Diaz open stance, tucks the left shoulder and extends the hands away from the right shoulder with the bat upright. Hits it into the center field right to Parker Meadows. Kind of sliced to him nicely. Meadows hardly had to move. Softly hit line drive is the 3rd out of the top of the 8th inning. Single does no harm. We're at the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers with a 5-1 lead over the Rays. This is the... into the right center field gap. Meadows lined it hard on a 2-2. Fine play by Josh Lowe. Again, there's a very good outfield that covers a lot of ground. 2 up and 2 down in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Parker Meadows wants that knock, but that's a good swing. And it's tough. Like we said before with him, he's trying to catch up the at-bats and get out of spring training mode is really not the right way to say it, but it's kind of what it is. Just
making up for this.
Making up for the lack of spring training he had.
Trey Sweeney takes a cutter in. Again, you talk to the players who miss spring training, talk to hitting coaches, and it's the rehab at-bats are not the same.
That's right.
You're trying to get back. You're still not probably feeling 100%. The 1-0. swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Those spring training at-bats are pretty stress-free.
Yeah.
As you work on trying to get that feel of whatever it is you're working on in the spring. And you can get those 30, 40 plate appearances, and it really doesn't matter what the results are as long as you're getting your swing to where you want it to be.
Absolutely, that's the case. And I think the way you have that Parker Meadows is going to have to look at it headed into the break.
1-1 off the plate and in. 2-1 on Sweeney, 0 for 3 tonight.
Still 8 games left on this side of the All-Star break. Okay, hey, look, first half was the first half, or the first part of the season was the first part of the season before the break. Let's flip when that flips over into the second half.
Yeah.
We're going to restart this thing.
Clean slate.
Look at your numbers from there. Don't worry about the rest of it.
2-1. Slider misses low. He's had 2 good swings tonight, a line drive single and a line drive out. And he can lean on what happened last year down the stretch.
Yes,
last
he can.
51 games with an 850 OPS. That was hitting for average and hitting for power. 3-1. Lowe. Trey Sweeney draws a walk. Reaches for the first time tonight. 5-1 Tigers in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jack Flaherty will get the start for the Tigers tonight. Again, very unusual to see a team twice in a couple of weeks and see the same 3 pitchers. Almost inevitably, it's going to be only 2 of 3 because of the way the schedule falls. But the Tigers will see the same 3 they saw in Tampa. Báez, Pepio, and Littell. The Rays are doing something very strange this year. They're using the same 5 guys in their rotation. Javier Báez takes a strike, the team that invented the opener.
Right.
And if they didn't invent it, they certainly perfected it.
Yeah.
And now they're using the same 5 guys all the time. No team has done what they've done. Swing and a miss, and Javier Báez falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 pitchers. Shane Báez tonight with his 18th start. 5 pitchers have made 18 starts.
That's an unprecedented health and fortune, and good for them.
The 0-2 is swinging a high fly ball, crowd chanting Javi, Javi, and that's a shallow fly ball to left. He hit a home run on an 0-2 earlier in the game. He pops out here to end the bottom of the 8th. Tigers now try to close it out. Will Vest coming on. We're headed to the 9th. 5-1 Tigers after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.